Hi. My name is Emma. I am 28 years old. I live in a small city. I want to tell you my story. It is a love story. But it is also full of pain. It is a story of hope, fear, and deep loss. I met my husband, Armin, when I was 23. He was my friend's cousin. He had a kind face and warm eyes. He smiled a lot. I remember the first time we talked. He said, "You have a beautiful laugh." I laughed more. I felt safe and warm around him. We started talking every day. He sent me small poems. He brought me flowers. Not just on birthdays, on normal days too. He always said, "You don't need a reason to smile." After 1 year, we got married. We moved into a small house with yellow curtains and soft pillows. We were not rich, but we were happy. He cooked for me on Sundays. I made tea every night. We watched the stars together from the balcony. On rainy days, we sat by the window and held hands. We read books together. Sometimes, we danced in the kitchen with no music, just our laughter. He made me feel loved every single day. When I felt tired, he brought me a warm blanket. When I felt sad, he told silly jokes. Every little thing he did made me smile. My world was full of his love. We made dreams together. We wanted to travel. We wanted to go to Italy and eat pasta near the sea. We planned to have 2 children. We even chose names. Lily for a girl. David for a boy. We wrote our dreams on paper and put them in a glass jar. We called it the Hope Jar. Every week, we added a new dream. He started painting again. I sang for him in the evening. We turned our small home into a place of dreams. A garden grew in the balcony. There were flowers, small tomatoes, and mint. We cooked together. We laughed when the food burned. We built a life made of small, sweet moments. Then, one day, everything changed. I started to feel very tired. I had pain in my back and my legs. I thought it was just the flu. But after many days, I didn't get better. We went to the doctor. They did some tests. The doctor came back with a serious face. He said, "Emma, you have cancer." My hands went cold. I looked at Armin. He held my hand tightly. Tears filled my eyes. But Armin didn't cry. He just said, "We will fight. Together. I am with you. Always." The treatment started. I had chemotherapy. I lost my hair. I felt weak and sick. Some days, I couldn't even get out of bed. But Armin never left me. He was always there. He carried me to the car. He helped me walk. He fed me soup. He washed my hair gently when I still had some. When I cried, he wiped my tears and kissed my forehead. Every night, he told me stories. Every morning, he told me I was beautiful. He went to work and came home quickly. He always asked, "How are you, my love? Did you eat? Did you rest?" Sometimes, I saw him cry in the bathroom. I saw him looking at old photos of us. He didn't sleep well. He read many articles about cancer. He called doctors. He asked questions. He never stopped trying. One night, he made a surprise. He cooked my favorite food. He brought candles and music. He wore a nice shirt. He said, "Today is our love day." We laughed. We cried. We hugged for a long time. I wore a scarf on my head. He kissed my scarf and said, "You are still the most beautiful woman." We made a scrapbook together. Every photo, every doctor visit, every small win, we added it all. It was our story in pages. We named it The Days of Courage. We wrote quotes inside, "Pain is real. So is love." Months passed. Some days were better. Some were worse. My body was tired, but my heart was full because of him. Then one day, Armin fainted in the kitchen. I screamed. I was so scared. We went to the hospital. The doctor said, "His heart is very tired. He is under too much stress." He stayed in the hospital for 2 nights. I sat next to his bed. I held his hand. I said, "You have to rest too." He smiled and said, "I rest when I see you smile." After that, he came home. But he was different. He looked tired all the time. He didn't eat much. His hands shook. He had deep lines on his face. One day, I was feeling better. We went for a walk. I said, "Maybe I can beat this. Maybe we can be happy again." He smiled and nodded, but I saw the fear in his eyes. He started writing in a notebook. He wrote letters for me. He wrote down memories. He didn't show me. But one day I found the notebook hidden in a drawer. I read a page. "If I leave first, please don't be sad for long. Please live. Please smile again. You are my sunshine, even on my darkest days." Tears filled my eyes. My heart broke. He had written many letters. Some were long. Some were short. Some were silly. Some were sad. But all were full of love. He wrote one for our future daughter. One for our future son. Even though they were never born. Then one morning, I woke up. He didn't. He looked peaceful. Like he was sleeping. But he was gone. His heart had stopped. He was only 30 years old. The doctor said it was stress and sadness. Too much pain. Too much worry. He loved me too much. His heart couldn't take it. I screamed. I held him. I begged him to wake up. But he didn't. The world turned quiet. My soul broke. Now I live in our small house. Alone. His shirts are still in the closet. His books are on the shelf. His slippers are by the door. I still fight cancer. But the hardest fight is living without him. Sometimes I make tea for 2. Sometimes I speak to him, as if he is still here. Sometimes I feel him beside me. He is in the smell of morning tea. He is in the stars. He is in the music we used to dance to. He is in my heart. I wear his old sweater when I feel cold. I sleep on his side of the bed. I play the old music we loved. I keep his toothbrush in the cup. I still water the balcony garden. I talk to the flowers. Some days I feel strong. Some days I cry a lot. But I am still here. I am alive. Because he wanted me to be. I read his letters when I miss him. He wrote, "Emma, you are strong. Even if I'm gone, my love is with you. Forever." Now I write letters to him too. I tell him about my day. I tell him about the flowers in the garden. I tell him I still love him. I still add dreams to our hope jar. Now they are my dreams. But I write, for both of us. I write about learning to live again. I write about forgiving the pain. I write about healing. I tell him I'm trying. I tell him I will never forget. One day, I want to help other people who are sick and alone. I want to start a small group. I want to say, you are not alone. Love is still with you. Sometimes I walk to the park where we sat together. I sit under the same tree. I close my eyes and remember his voice. I hear him say, you are not alone. I smile. And I cry. But mostly, I remember. I have a new notebook now. I call it Letters to Armin. Every page is full of my love. My name is Emma. I loved deeply. I lost painfully. But I still live. And I still love.